Hello everyone, good morning, welcome to class. Thank you for being here and making time for your home practice. As always, my name is Morgan and I'm going to hold some space for your yoga practice. We have a really lovely class in store for you today. We have a level 1-2 warm-up stretch class, really nice if you are just wanting to recreate or foster more space for flexibility in your body and your yoga practice. If you're feeling stuck or stagnant in any area of your body, this is a really nice level 1-2 approach to opening up the body, unlocking the hips, the shoulders, the spine, the back of the neck, all of those really lovely areas. You will need 2 blocks for your practice today if you have them handy. If you don't have blocks, big textbooks or any kind of object that you can bring your hand on to bring the ground closer to you will suffice. We'll start our practice lying down today, so please make your way there. Good. When you reach the ground here, keep your knees bent, take your arms wide, and just let your knees start to move side to side, a really gentle windshield wipe. Good. Keep the knees moving softly and slowly side to side. Let's take a big belly breath in through the nose and out the mouth. One more, big breath in, big exhale. Good. Bring your knees back to center and curl your knees in towards your belly. If you can, bring your hands right onto your shins to create a little bit of pressure of your knees in towards your belly. And if you can reach, hold opposite hand to elbow for a little bit more of a snug hold. And start to curl up your head, neck, and shoulders towards your knee. It does not have to touch. Nothing has to touch here. We're starting to open up the space in between the vertebrae. We're starting to decompression the spine, so it might feel tight, especially if it's the morning time for you. Big breath in. Out the mouth. Here's a shift. In through the nose. And out the nose. Relax your head, neck, and shoulders. And from here, set your left foot down on the ground, but hook your right ankle on top of your left thigh for supine figure 4. When you're ready, pop your left foot off the ground and reach through to interlace for what you can grab. It might be the belly of your left thigh, your hamstring. But for a little bit more, you might reach through a little bit further to interlace your hands on your shin bone. Flex both sets of your toes, put some daylight in between your toes, and from your bicep, from your arms, gently hug your knees closer towards your body. And continue to keep that angle in your right knee wide. Yeah. And kind of peel your right kneecap further away from your body, but continue to hug the left leg in. Big inhale. Out the nose. One more long breath in here. Long breath out. Gently release pressure. And switch sides. This time hook your left ankle on top of your right thigh. Pop your right foot off the ground. And see what the side of your body wants to do. Do you want to interlace by the right hamstring area, or is it available to go a little bit deeper and interlace your hands in the front of your right shin? Keep your head relaxed. Remember, from your biceps, from your upper body, gently bend at the elbows, flex the arm muscles to bring your legs a little bit closer. Turn on both sets of your toes, curl your toes towards your shin. Deep breath in here. Deep breath out. One more long inhale breath. Long exhale breath. Carefully release both feet back down to the ground. Keep your knees bent. Feet just about the distance of your hip bones. Press your elbows down into the ground, fingertips straight up towards the sky so your palms are in. Deep breath in. Exhale, bridge pose. Press down through your heels and stretch. Open through your hips. Good.
If it feels okay, you can start to scoop one shoulder blade at a time underneath your heart to shelf your heart space up. To go a little bit deeper, maybe interlace your hands right at the base of your spine. And create a super juicy shoulder and hip stretch. We're just going to unlock the four corners of the body, the shoulder joints and the hip joints. Deep breath in. Out your nose. Good, one more. Fill your lungs up. Empty. Unscoop your shoulders. Roll down the entire length of your spine. Bring your knees back in towards your chest. At this time, scoop the back sides of your knees. Engage your toes. And start to rock and roll forwards and backwards just a few times. Don't go too fast. Rather, go for the quality of the roll. How much of your spine can you touch to the ground? Tap your toes all the way forward. Do one more. And then exhale, find a seat facing forward. In Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose. So here, please bring the bottoms of your feet together. Knees are super, super wide. If this feels tight on your hips, slide a block underneath your kneecaps to bring the ground a little bit closer to you for more support. When you're ready for more, hold on to your ankles. Lift your chest, open the heart, and kind of draw your shoulder blades down and back, your entire back body, so you're lifted and open through the heart, and there's just a little bit more tone and structure in your belly. Big breath in. Out the nose. This might be where you stay if holding the structure feels good and activating for your body. If you want a little bit more sensation, hinge forward at your waistline, place your palms in front of you, and just start to crawl forward. Try not to round through your back immediately. Go as far forward as you can while maintaining that kind of long spine, that open sensation in the heart. And keep that structure in this forward bend. Neutralize your jawline so the back of your neck feels open but not overstretched or overextended. Big breath in. Big breath out. And one more. Fill your lungs up. Fill the back sides of your lungs up. Out the nose. One hand at a time. Palm your hands all the way back towards yourself. Come back up into a seated position in Baddha Konasana. Bring your hands behind you and lean back enough so you can place your feet down on the ground and give yourself another windshield wipe side to side. So we're opening up the hips and the low back pretty intentionally here. One of the yoga lineages that I studied for a while and I really still love to this day is Forest Yoga. And they start every single practice, all levels, intermediate to advanced, with hip openers. And I think there's something to really say about that. Okay, so keep rocking the knees, and when your knees tip out over to the left side, I want you to find some deer legs. So kind of tuck your right leg behind you, touch the bottom of your left foot towards the top of this thigh, and then turn your body out towards this side. So I'm going to be kind of facing away from y'all for just a moment. This might feel just amazing by itself. This is a twist that really targets the low back as well as the abdominals and the vital organs. So it can feel really, really spacious to stretch out any fascial knots or muscle adhesions that you might have in your belly, especially if you sit down a lot for work. This may feel good. If you want to go deeper, come down onto your elbows. Deep, big twist here. And remember, try not to crank the body deeper into the twist, but focus on rotating the tissue on the left side of your abdomen more towards your belly button. So think about moving the, what is that? Yeah, that's the right side, right side is more towards center. Good. Long breath in. Long breath out. Good. One more like that. Fill your lungs up. Empty. You came down on your elbows, slowly come back on the palms, rotate through center, and move this whole thing all the way over to the opposite side. So now we are on the right side, deer legs. Start with the gentle rotation of the abdomen first. Remember, this like upright twist is, it's less about the spine, it's more about wringing out your digestive tract and your liver and your stomach specifically. So good for moving stuck prana through the body, especially if you've been dealing with any digestive coldness or stagnancy. Twisting is really good medicine. Stay here if you want to go a little bit deeper. Come down onto your forearms. And negotiate internal space. If you feel your hips lifting up, ease out a little bit. Find the happy medium. And find the gentle stretch from your organs, from your tissues, more space in your digestive tract rather than cranking the bones in your body. Big breath in. Out your nose. One more, fill it up. And clear it out. And one hand at a time, come all the way back up on your palms. Rotate back through center. And move right into tabletop pose, all fours please. Tuck your toes if you want a little bit more space in your low back. Spread your palms wide, clutch your fingertips ever so slightly into the earth. Inhale, cow pose. Drop your belly, lift your chin. Exhale, cat, curl through your back. Tuck your chin towards the base of your throat as deeply as you can. Inhale, cow pose. And exhale, cat. Then one more inhale, cow pose. Really broaden your pelvis behind you. And exhale, cat. Inhale to a neutral spine. Widen your knees, bring your big toes to touch. Lean your hips all the way back just for a moment. Sit back. We're going to get into a little bit of a deeper variation of a twist now. And this one is going to focus on spinal rotation opposed to the organ cleanse that we just did. I want you to really feel the difference in your body. So in this wider seat, knees are wide, big toes are touching. Start to creep your hands forward. So we're almost in a child's pose, right? We're almost in a child's pose, but we're not all the way down. And what I want you to do is take your right arm first and slide it underneath the left for a threaded needle. Good. And start there. If you want more sensation, start to push your right arm into the ground and see how my left side is rolling open a little bit more. That's okay here. That's okay to feel a little bit more of a side body opening. And as I open and I kind of lean out more towards my right hip, my left glute isn't really touching my left heel anymore, and that's okay. So here we're opening up a deeper stretch into the right shoulder blade, the right scapula. And for more, turn your head further up towards the ceiling to get that stretch into the side of your neck and even into your ear canal. Breathe in and breathe out. Good. One more. Fill your lungs. Exhale. Slowly slide your right arm out from underneath. Come all the way back up into a tabletop pose. Kickstand your left toes out to the side. Straighten your right leg. Open up into a modified gate pose just to stretch out through your right side body, that area that we just compressed. Good. Bow your arms so your palm is toward the earth. Big breath in. Exhale, gently cactus your top arm. Twist. Turn your chest further up towards the sky. One more. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, cactus. Draw your shoulder blade down your back body. Turn your gaze up. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, tabletop pose. Widen your knees, bring your big toes to touch, lean your hips back. Arms are forward, but not all the way down. When you're ready, let's do threaded needle on the opposite side. So this time, thread your left arm underneath the right and rest the entire left side of your skull onto the earth. And when you're ready to go deeper, You can lean more body weight out towards the left hip so your right glute kind of lifts away from the earth. Push down more into your left arm to feel that super intentional shoulder blade release here. And maybe turn your gaze further up towards the ceiling. Pressure of your skull into the earth for more intentional release. Breathe in. And breathe out. Good, one more, fill it up. Exhale. Carefully unwind your spine, come back to tabletop pose. Kickstand your right foot out, straighten your left leg to the side, open up to modified Vashisthasana on this side of your body. Bow through your side. Stretch out the entire lateral chain of your left body. Big breath in. Exhale, cactus. Turn your body up. Turn your chin up. One more. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, cactus your arm. Turn your body up towards the ceiling. Inhale, straighten your arm. And exhale, come all the way back down to tabletop pose. Tabletop pose, take wide palms, tuck your toes, breathe in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Take a moment to pedal it out, bend one knee at a time, side to side. If you like, you can rotate your head deeply towards the left and deeply towards the right to unclog the entire back side of your neck. It can feel especially freeing to open your jaw and stick your tongue out to make some faces. Big breath in. Out the mouth. Good, one more, fill it up. And exhale. On your inhale breath, lift your left leg all the way up towards the sky, and then bend your knee and stack your hip open. Now make a point here to squeeze your left heel towards your left glute and pin your right hip crease back so you're not dumping more body weight into your right side. Good. Inhale, straighten your left leg, dial your toes towards the ground, and then exhale, bring your knee towards your nose, tuck your chin. Might not touch, that's okay. Inhale, straighten your left leg. And then exhale, step through in between your hands. Good. What I want you to do here is bring your left foot to the outsides of your hands, so both hands are on the inside. What you're gonna do is kind of turn slowly, your left toes out towards the side of your mat. Bring more body weight into your right hand. And open up into a side body lift, just like this. So it's kind of a modified Vashisthasana. We've been here before. Push down through your foot and your hand to lift. Big breath in. Then exhale, lower your hips down to the ground and reach your fingertips towards the back of the room. If this feels like a lot on your hand, you can bring your leg all the way down to the ground to take weight off of your wrist. Let's pulse through that twice more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. If you keep your hip lifted, that'll bring a huge stretch into this side body. One more. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, place your hands down. Lift your left leg all the way up and back. Stack your hip. Big breath in. And this time, exhale, step your foot all the way between your hands. Grab your blocks. I love to use the medium and the tallest setting for what we're about to do. Keep a nice, strong bend in your front knee, gaze forward. Find that open heart kind of positioning here. So if your back is rounded, think about bringing your shoulder blades a little bit closer to each other. Gaze forward, big breath in. Exhale, soft, straighten your front leg, lean your hips back. Good, let's just pulse through that twice more. Inhale, bend your front knee, ripple forward. Exhale, lean it back. Soft, straighten the front leg, bow in. One more, inhale forward. Exhale, straighten your legs, lean your hips back. Keep your legs as they are, gaze forward, big breath in. Exhale, step into your very first forward fold, Uttanasana. So here, keep your hands on your blocks. On the tallest or the medium setting, and walk them forwards of you. So if you look at me, they're not underneath my shoulders. They're about a foot forward of my shoulders. And I'm clutching onto the blocks. I'm gonna bend my knees a little bit, send my inner thighs backwards, and send a little bit of my body weight behind my heels. Not enough to lose my balance, but enough to create spinal decompression. This is called a functional forward fold. With the help of the blocks, I can kind of open up my armpits a little bit more and release some of the held energy in the serratus, that area just below the armpit, right on the side of the rib cage, an area that can be really, really tight for many of us. Deep breath in. Out the nose. One more, fill it up. And clear it out. Good. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Inhale, half lift. Tone your belly so your hands are light in your shins. And exhale, fold forward. And one more, that feels so good. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold in. Good. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up to standing. Reach up. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Samasthiti. Inhale, sweep up and open. And exhale, take your hands behind you. Interlace your hands at the base of your spine. Soft bend, or even a big bend in both elbows. Bend your knees. Inhale, pull your fists down. Bring your shoulder blades close towards each other. Lift your gaze up. Keep your hands. Exhale, fold forward. Big shoulder rinse. Okay. So with this hand bind, bend your knees pretty generously here. Heel toe them wider than your hips. Start with the left knee. Bend really deep into the left knee and turn your body out towards the right side. Twist. Juicy shoulder opener. Remember, completely let go of the weight of your head. This will help open up the scalenes in your neck. Stay for the breath in. And the breath out. Switch. Bend your right knee. Soft straighten your left leg. Turn and twist out towards the left side. Breathe in. And breathe out. Good. Come all the way back to center. Stay with me. Bend your knees and start to parallel your spine to the earth. It'll take some core engagement. Keep your hands interlaced. Control the release. Feel free to watch me first if this feels better. From here, carefully release the hands and send your arms straight forward for a deep Utkatasana chair pose. Lift the backside of your heart and come into the traditional version of the posture. Sharpen your fingertips, tone your low belly, and tighten your pelvic floor just a little bit as you deepen your seat. Breathe in. And breathe out. Stay for the breath in. Exhale, fold forward, let go. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plank pose. Plant your palms, step your feet all the way back. In plank, energetically squeeze your arm bones towards each other without actually moving the muscles. So there's a contraction happening here. Hug your pubic bone a little bit closer to your belly button. Big breath in. Exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. Scoot your blocks out of the way if you have them in the front of your mat. Untuck your toes, walk your legs back a few inches. From here, and take your fingertips wide off the edges of your mat. Point your elbows straight up. Press down, inhale, lift up, King Cobra pose. Broaden your collarbones. Broaden the front side of your heart. Big breath in. Exhale, drag your upper body forward. Go for space in your belly and your back, one rib at a time. Let's do one more. This time plant your palms fully on the ground, but rotate your fingertips outward just a little bit. Press down, inhale, lift up, King Cobra. And on the exhale, dip your right shoulder in. Twist, gaze over towards your left shoulder. Inhale, center. And exhale, switch, dip and twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, lower all the way down to the earth. Tuck your toes, inhale, press all the way up to plank. And exhale, down dog. Deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Inhale, lift your left leg all the way up. And then bend your knees, stack your hip open, and squeeze. This is the right leg. Squeeze your right heel to your right glute. Tack your left hip crease back just a little bit, and press your hands deeply into your sticky mat. Inhale, straighten your right leg, toes flare up behind you, and then exhale, bring your right knee towards your nose, tuck your chin. Inhale, straighten your leg, and then exhale, step your right foot to the outside of your right hand. So here I'm going to be facing away from y'all. Take your left hand, plant it in the center of your mat. Start to heel toe and kind of tiptoe your right toes out towards the sides. Balance on the pinky edge of your right foot for this big, juicy side body stretch. Push down into the ground here to bow through your side. Big breath in. Exhale, lower the hips, stretch back. Good, 2 more. Inhale, lift, stretch. Exhale down. 1 more, inhale, lift up. Exhale down. Last time, inhale, lift. Exhale, hands down. Send your right leg all the way up and back for 3-legged dog. 1 more time, deep inhale. Exhale, step. Right in between your hands. Grab your blocks underneath your hands. Lunge pose. Bend deeply into your right knee. Look forward. Deep inhale. Exhale, lean back. Good. If you like, as always, you can curl your toes off the ground and dig your heel into the mat for a little bit more stretch and engagement in your hamstring. Let's do a couple more. Inhale, bend, move forward. Exhale, lean back. 1 more. Inhale, ease forward. Exhale, lean it back. Last time, inhale, gaze forward, soft straighten both legs. And exhale, step into your forward fold. Good. So move your blocks to the side. And this time, heel toe your feet pretty much all the way out to the edges of your mat. And fold forward. Bend your knees a little bit here so you're not tugging on the low back. You're targeting more strength and stretch in your hamstrings. Okay, so here, take your left hand, reach across and hold on to your right ankle. Woo, that might be where you start. You might already be feeling a little bit of a hip and glute release. Totally good. Bend deep into your left knee. Start to turn your body more out towards the right side. For deeper sensation, internally rotate and bind your hand just so it rests on your low back towards your sacrum. And then let go of your head and your neck. Continue to pull onto your right ankle to find that rotating and twist. Maybe lift your gaze further up towards the ceiling. Breathe in. And breathe out. Carefully release your half bind if you took it. Place both hands down on the ground and kind of